Hello, I'm Carrie George with CIBN Connect. Today I'm going to be talking about the speakers program and what makes this different than anything else that's out there for speaking. So you're going to want to stay tuned and hang out with us here and find out more. Right now, go grab your pen and your paper or get your phone out so you can take some screenshots. We're going to get started in just a minute. Hello, I'm Carrie, and I'm here from CIBN to talk about the speakers program today and discuss why is this a great program for both beginner speakers and also those that are established in the speaking realm. What do we cover? How do we help you? And why would you want to be involved in this? So as we get started here, I'm going to be sharing some assets and some things that we have that you can look at, and also stuff that you can download, and places you can go find out more about CIBN Connect as well, like our website, CIBNconnect.com, where the speakers program is there under the membership options. But I'm going to be talking about, what do we do that is different than everywhere else. So I think the first thing I'm going to share with you as I get into this is I'm going to share my screen here and get into one of the first things we have people look at when they're considering a speakers program. We have them look at this form that we created that is for speakers. Okay, so make sure that you can see what I'm seeing here. Add this to the stage. There we go. All right, now I'm going to look at the speakers readiness form here. On the speakers readiness form, this is something we often give to people who, they're not sure, is this the right thing for them? And we cover on here some of the stuff that we do in the speakers program that may be unique to what you've been used to, because most speakers programs teach you how to talk, how to get in front of a group, how to overcome your shyness, or be prepared for the stage. We do have some coverage of that, but not a lot, because we have coaches in the network that do that stuff. And so we don't want to take away from what they're doing with you. What we want to work on instead is giving you a place to talk. We want to give you an opportunity to speak and get peer feedback on your talks. So CIBN Connect has many opportunities for our speakers to speak. We've got summits. Usually there's between 6 to 8 summits a year that you can participate in, and you can take spots in the summits. Usually when you begin for 20, 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. As you prove yourself as a speaker, you can have longer spots on summits. But we also have over 500 online meetings a year with spots that have 13 to 15 minutes to talk. We have special events that we create for our speakers, and sometimes those are between 30 minutes to an hour. We show our speakers how to do things like webinars, which are 90-minute speaking engagements. All of those things are promoted by CIBN to our larger groups, and also 80,000 people that follow us on Meetup. And as we're working on these things, you're getting feedback from other speakers, on what they're feeling and what they're picking up as you are sharing this stuff. So you're finding out in advance if your webinars will convert, if your talks will convert. We show you things in our program like how to work podcasts, whether you're going to be a guest on podcasts, which podcasts you should be a guest on, which ones you maybe shouldn't be. That might not be the best use of your time. And then we also share with you tips on running your own podcast. We have podcast experts come and talk about how to do podcasting effectively, both whether you are doing it yourself or whether you are on someone else's podcast. We teach you how to prepare gifts. This is really important because A lot of places will ask you to come and speak on their summit, and they want you to have a free gift. They want you to have a VIP gift. And these days, more and more, they're saying, we don't want you to just offer a scheduled time for consultation. We want you to actually have a real gift, like a course that is downloadable. So at CIBN Connect, one of the things we do in our speaker program is we show you how to get those assets ready, even if you're not super techie. Some of you may have special tools that you use for this. Maybe you're on Kajabi, maybe you're using Go High Level, maybe you've got, whatever it is, that's your special tools. Some of you have VAs that help you. Others have nobody to help them, and you don't even have the first clue about how to make it, where to put it, how to store it so it can be used again. So we show you those kinds of things in our speakers program, and we make it really super simple for those that are not tech savvy and give you options, sometimes low cost options versus, this one you'll get an expert to help you, and it will be $500 to help them put that into place. Okay. So the next thing that we teach you is how to create these offers in a way that people will download them, that they'll come and join you on your channels, or they'll buy the offer that you're presenting. And I think another really big thing that we help our members with is how to create these things in a way that increases your influence and gets your social media numbers to grow. Because if your social media numbers don't grow, you can't be an influencer. And why is it important to be an influencer? Well, many speakers come to us and they say, well, I don't want to pay to speak. I want people to pay me to speak. It happened before. Someone paid me $7,000, so therefore that's what I'm worth. Well, if they're not calling you every week, it's because you're not really an influencer. So at CIBN Connect in our speakers program, we show you how to become an influencer that has 10,000 plus followers on a variety of social media channels, so that you can be paid, in an ongoing way, regularly, so that you're making money from your speaking. We also want to help you build an email list so that, people are hearing what you're saying on an ongoing basis, and you have a crowd that really loves you. We're going to prepare the back-end nurturing sequence for those, who landed on your list. We're going to show you how to do that, simple steps, and show you how to put butts in the seats for the events that you put up for yourself, because we all want to run our own webinars and seminars and stuff like this. And how useful is that if we've got only 5 people showing up, or 0, even worse? So we want to show you how to put at least 20 to 40 butts into seats. And then if you are also speaking at someone else's summit, how do you do that if you have no email list? Well, CIBN Connect, we show you how. And we also help you create realistic speaking goals, not just in our training as a speaker, but also we put on every 90 days a 90-day goal setting session called Quarter Launch, and all speaker level members get to be part of that. So that's really important that you get to participate in that, because it helps you create realistic goals for your future. We're going to help you become a topic expert who gets paid to speak regularly, not just occasionally when you get lucky. And all this stuff, when you fill out the form here, I'm just going to come back here and show you a little QR code that we put together. So if you're like, hey, I'd like to get that form, I'm going to show you where you can grab it. Here, I'm just going to stick that up in the corner for you. There you go. So that is the QR code. So if you want to see that form yourself and fill it out and find out if you're ready for this type of speakers program, that is going to help you to do that. And I'll just leave that up there for a second as I run through a couple other things here and just talk about the speakers program in general. Now I'm going to come over here and announce, show you what is up here. Now, this is showing December. And one of the things I want to tell you is that every month we decide, at the beginning of the month, how many licenses will we actually sell this month for the speakers program. And so you might be watching this in March, and you might come in to where the link is for the speakers program, and it might say 0. Sometimes for a few months in a row, we're not sharing the speakers program because we're focusing on other programs at CIBN right then, and maybe we don't have the staff for onboarding, because this is a significant program where we're offering a lot of, really unique things. So we want to make sure that we have the staff to help you, and sometimes the special changes. So it's always going to include basic networking benefits like this, but it's not going to always include all of the same things here, the speaker level benefits. Right now, you can see, things like getting the peer feedback, speaking at the summits, all that's included. But it doesn't always say that we're going to let you promote yourself on the large Facebook group. That depends on, how many we have in there doing it right now and how much room there is. So sometimes that's on the list and we're like, yeah, we let everybody do that. And sometimes it's not. So you have to come in and look at the special to see what it is for this month. And then there is always seriously a no-brainer offer, something with extra perks. So if you pay up front for the year, you get additional savings of pricing. You are invited to participate in different things. You can see right now we've got a speakers contest up, but that may or may not be so as you're looking at this later on in this video, maybe 6 months from now. So what you want to do is go have a look at the speakers program. What is it offering today? We'll have links and stuff in the chat for you to go have a look at what it is for, right now this month. But you can always go find it at CIBNConnect.com on our website under the membership options, and it will tell you again how many spots are open when you go and have a look and if there's spots open for you today. I think one of the biggest things that we do differently at CIBN Connect for the speakers program is we really have this amazing community. And the community is what brings people together. It gives you the feedback. It has this culture. And so our speakers, work together. They do collaborative events together. We show them how to do that. We show them how to do it more profitably. And that's really important. I'm going to put up the speakers level right now. I'm going to change that QR code at the top here. The QR code is now showing you where you can go and buy the program if it's available. If you try to click through and the links don't work, it's because we're not taking speakers this month. Okay, so you can go have a look at that. But that's kind of a summary of what the program is and how it works, how it's different than other speaker programs that are out there. We have many testimonies on our speakers pages, and of course on CIBN TV on YouTube. We have many pages where we talk about this, and many videos where we talk about this, and many testimonies from the speakers themselves and people who've been involved with us for years. So we ask you to have a look at those, check it out, and then follow up with us. You can purchase the program if it's available, or reach out to us by filling out that speaker readiness form. So have a great day, and we hope to see you soon at one of our events, and come out and find out more. CIBNConnect.com.